Hey guys, I want to take a few minutes to just talk about mackerel fishing. Mackerel fishing is really fun and really easy, one of the easiest fishing you can do. Uh, all it takes is a little patience, I guess. So, regardless of which lure you use, whether it be homemade or sabikis, the most important thing you can do is just keep trying. Okay. When you get out to the rocks, I'm using the rocks because that's where I catch most of my mackerels. It's at the jetty. You need to cover as much water as you can. For instance, if your first cast is on the right hand side, towards the right hand side, work your way all the way across to the left, and vice versa. Now, of course, you can't always do this because if there are a lot of people, it's going to be hard to do that. But if you're by yourself or you get plenty of room to do it, do it. You have a That's your best shot of finding and casting the fish. I mean, catching the fish. So as far as casting, you don't really have to cast as far as you can. Vary your casts. Some long, some short. Again, by doing that, you're covering as much water as you can.
There you go,
Finally,
guys.
when
Our
you
first mackerel of the year.
start retrieving your line or your lure back in, do it in a slow but steady retrieve with that jigging or twitching motion. That'll help
Nope.
attract the mackerel around your
Got two.
hook. Uh, when you do get that first hit, try to slow your retrieve even more. If not, even pause for a little bit. Because what's going to happen is when those fish that's already hooked start moving around, struggling, trying to get off the hook, they're going to be attracting a lot of the other fish that's in that school, and then they'll come over and grab the empty hooks that you have. And lastly is, and probably this is probably the most important of all, is to keep your line out in the water. I've seen a lot of people that after a few minutes of not catching anything or not seeing anybody catching anything, they reel their lure back in and just sits there, just wait. Basically they're waiting for someone else to catch some fish first before they start casting again. That's a mistake because a lot of times, we don't really know where the fish are. We don't know when they're gonna go by us. So if you're just waiting for other people to catch first before you start fishing, then you're missing out. Excuse me. Yeah, always keep your line out in the water. It's not really doing you any good reeling it in and just keeping it out. So that's pretty much it. It's like I said, it's one of the easiest fishing you can do. Doesn't require much, and it can be really a lot of fun when you run into like a big school of mackerel. When you start hooking in 3, 4, 5, or 6 at a time, there's nothing like it. So hopefully this helped. I know this is not gonna be for everybody. A lot of people probably already know this technique that I use. So this will most likely be more for people that are new to mackerel fishing. This will probably help them a lot more. So anyways, thank you for watching, guys, and good luck. Oh, by the way, as of yesterday the 1st, they actually started working on the new spur at Camp Ellis. So
Final
just be
loose up.
mindful of that. Be careful when you're out there. Don't cross over to beyond the fenced off area. The last thing we want to do is piss somebody off, one of the workers. They complain and then they decide to shut down the rocks completely, meaning not allowing fishermen or anybody else to go in there. So we don't want to create trouble for anybody. We just want to make sure that we keep ourselves to the side that we're allowed to go and not to go beyond it. All right, guys, thank you for watching. Have a great day.